Hi, now I'll share my experience of how spirituality or meditation or spiritual growth or evolution as a spiritual being has changed throughout my life. So, um, I would say at first, for most people, the spiritual progress goes mostly by itself, actually completely by itself. It's automatic, it's by life giving certain circumstances and you just reacting to those by instinct. It's basically completely automatic, and the individual being has really no say in what's happening outside of it or inside of it. It's like literally reacting like a robot. So the that's the beginning situation as an organism, and that's how we grow. And somehow, at some point, there dawns a kind of self-awareness, awareness of having accumulated all these different programs, ways of being, reactions to situations. Having accumulated all this stuff, we realize that it is stuff that we do, it isn't what we are. And there isn't yet really any true power to let go of those or be anything other than what you are at that point. But now you know there's something else, there's something that has been collecting all these different ways of being, and that's your experience. Now you begin to heal them, become aware of them. That's what you do. And this can happen really slowly. It can be like a minor thing in one's life, or it can be a major thing. It can be the only thing that you do. You can become all about this healing stuff, shadow work, psychological learning, understanding the mind, especially the mind and psychology. These are like the bread and butter of this phase. And then, at some point, when you keep doing the work, you become more and more aware that something else, something above understanding, has to happen for the healing to really take place. It just begins to feel like you are understanding all this stuff. You are becoming aware of your conditionings, your habits, your ways of making yourself and others around you miserable. You're becoming aware, you're shedding some light on these things within you. But to truly let go of them so that you don't only have to live with them the best you can, but to actually release them, to really make them burst, and to have those habits, energetic patterns, to have them allow their energy back into the actual individual life. There are stuck energy forms, energy patterns. And so instead of just understanding it, living with it, accepting it, which is all super important, it becomes very clear that it's actually possible to alter your mental formulation of yourself. It's actually possible to hack your own mind, consciousness, to not only let go of stuff, but to permanently change the neurons that give rise to any of these actions in the first place. So now the attention is shifting a bit more into something more direct, which is the entire direction of this whole process up until this point anyway. So you're not only becoming aware of these things as concepts to understand, as things to screen through within yourself, you're becoming aware of that you actually have to live your life with consciousness and be aware of what you are doing, and to work with what's there in any given moment. You can't pick, you have no choice really. You have to work with what you've got. You have to work with your body, you have to work with your mind as they are, which means you have to feel into the emotion instead of trying to always just understand it and put it into concepts or frameworks. So at this point, many people turn to meditation, they turn to body relaxation exercises, they turn to things that are more directed towards the practices, actually dropping into the body, and not just to release any one particular thing like in therapy, but to learn, to retrain, to reprogram your system to become more comfortable feeling whatever's happening within it, becoming more comfortable to accept different states flowing through it. It's not about releasing any particular state anymore. It's about growing your capacity to be at peace no matter what's happening within you. It's growing the capacity of the hard drive, capacity of the system itself, not any particular program in the system. So it's becoming more direct. And you do this, you put all your will into it. At this point, most people actually would consider themselves pretty spiritual, because it's the only not the only one, but one of the only terms that you can really use at this point, because it's quite rare. Many people feel some interest towards these matters, but it's really only at the point where you become actually interested in looking at your own consciousness and seeing that that is actually the only valuable thing to do. That's only possible at this point, and everything before that is, you can be non-spiritual at any point, but spirituality begins to become way more attractive at this point. And so this is what you do now. You become more accustomed to staying with your experience, accepting yourself, maybe even looking at your own mind, trying to understand the concept of being a person, being a self, duality, and freedom, of course. Trying to understand how to become free of this configuration of thought patterns and emotional states that are coalescing into a seemingly stable human being that's living its life regularly. It's trying to somehow these meta understandings are beginning to become more, they have more pull, they have more weight, they don't feel so philosophical anymore, because you begin to touch them in your mind, touch them in your own consciousness, and they begin to reveal their truth. So you keep doing this, you keep dropping into your experience, you keep learning more, you keep letting go more, you keep purifying your system more, you keep seeing through your mind thoughts more, you keep doing this, and at some point something shifts and you are no longer there. It's like you're there, but something disappears from within you. You're still perfectly sitting here, but something's gone, and the you that you were all along is there, but it's empty. It's not you. It's functioning, it's talking, it's thinking, it's walking, it's living, but you're an it, to an unnameable consciousness. And the first time you see that your entire life you were believing that you were this functioning self, having self agendas, having your thoughts, that the thoughts belonged to you, the actions were yours, you were deciding the course of your life, choosing what experiences you want to have. The first time you somehow get the gracious glimpse through it, it changes the whole game. Now it's not about anything spiritual anymore. It's not about purifying. It's not about emotion work, even though it's still all about all those things. But now a new aspect has opened up. The aspect of becoming free of the self. The free of the self mechanism within you. And you begin to see that that is the root of everything you were trying to heal since day one. Since before day one. Since day baby. It was always this mental stuck formulation of energies, of belief within you that was living and trying to kind of find its way out of the maze of life. And so now once you see that that's not what you are, that that's just a process of life that began within you, and it was functioning within you as you living your life, behaving as if it were the agent of your life, as it was owning your thoughts, as if it was actually you. When you see through it even a little bit, then the main priority often becomes how to get back, how to be in that free state, how to release. It's such a deep release to be not attached to the self thing. It's such a deep release. It is the deepest release. It's the release of everything. And so that's what you go through. That's what you go towards. You put everything you have, or you put nothing. But even no matter which way you choose to do it, it's basically just happening by itself at this point. The life's, it's self-releasing. It's self-unwinding. It's unwinding itself in different ways beyond your comprehension. It's unwinding itself in infinite ways. It's unwinding itself from every direction. It's unwinding itself completely. There's nothing left untouched. It's complete. And so your quote-unquote spiritual practice becomes to let go into it, to trust it, to allow this light everywhere, to allow this light to burn through everything. And so this is more like the point that I feel like where I'm at. And so this whole video, actually, I remembered how it used to be when I would come home, feel some slight discomfort or tension, and then I would think like, okay, I need to meditate to make it go away, or I need to do some practice to fix something. And not even to fix, just to kind of generally evolve, to generally be more aligned. And there was always this feeling of, if I didn't do something, then things wouldn't go in the right direction. And so now it's more like I can't meditate anymore. I haven't meditated for a long time. And why can't I do it? I can't use the mind as an instrument to deal with things anymore. um, I have no agency within my thought processes. The only agency I have is to be in touch with them. The only agency I have is to merge and to feel and to be one and to completely allow. And so I no longer have choice about the direction in which this evolution is going. I no longer have. I can't use the mind to release itself anymore. It's gone past it, and it's actually quite a relaxation, because it's becoming so apparent, so clear. That it's gone off from the structured ways of evolving. It's like a standstill, where especially when I do nothing, it's like that is the default state of perfection. And there's no learning about it, there's no growing towards it, there's no learning about it, there's no nothing. There's nothing. There's just completion in the non-doing. And so there is no progress. There can only be progress up to this point. And the funny thing is, I was always like this, but I didn't realize it. My thought processes were too thick. They were too heavy. They had too much energy. They had to play themselves out. But looking back, I can see that if I somehow learned about this and actually got it, I could have just let it all go in one go and just jump right to this, because this has been the platform, this has been the operating system for the entire play of life, the play of karma, the play of energy patterns working themselves out. It's been happening in this. And so if you find yourself in a place where you have some level of awakening and you feel that there's more to come, there's more thorough embodiment of this truth available, if you feel like that, then let go of your mind. Don't let your mind dictate what you should do. Don't let it tell you that you should meditate. Don't let it tell you about yesterday when you were unconscious. Don't let it tell you that if you don't do anything, in 5 years you'll lose it all. Just trust the process and do your best to let go of your mind. Just see through the thoughts. Expose yourself to people who live this, who have actual experience of this. And do the best you can. Trust your heart. It's brought you here, and it will take you all the way home. Trust it. Whatever your heart's calling you to do, do it with all your might, with all your energy. Never hold back anymore. Even about daily things, don't hold back about anything. Go all the way into anything you're doing. And then when the moment comes, when the mind structure is ready to be dismantled, dissolved, when that moment naturally comes, and it will come, it might even already be here. When that moment comes, you will have experience going completely into whatever is happening. And then you'll go. And you won't come back.